Hey everybody, welcome to my little pottery homestead. I really love having you here. Remember to like, press the little thumbs up, and subscribe so you can get more content of all of the pottery related farming greatness. I got some really cool sieves off of Facebook Marketplace, and I'm super pumped because they're vintage sieves, which is pretty neat. And it's got a bunch of different mesh sizes. So like this one starts out as the biggest mesh, obviously, so that's gonna get your biggest chunks. It was actually sold as a seed sifter, but like, I mean, also good for seeds, but great for clay and wood ash, which is pretty cool. And I thought it was all this brand, but it turns out it's like 3 different brands, but it doesn't really matter because they all fit together generally. Okay, so then we've got this one. And then this one is a 10 mesh. So this one is, what they call a 3.5 mesh, a 10 mesh, and then a super fun. Start to sieving some wood ash. I also have a couple of people that placed orders, and I just love sometimes when people order things. So they got, this one person got this cougar skull mug that I'm absolutely in love with. Little rose hip on the back. And then this other one got the screen print shirt and the bison skull mug with little bison teeth on the back. These shirts are really cool because my friend in Portage la Prairie thrifts them all and screen prints all my designs on them and then washes them, make sure all the designs don't come off. And they are just phenomenal. I'm a huge fan of them. Every time they send me a bunch, I pick my favorite of the bunch, and I usually keep it for myself. I'm actually wearing another one right now, but another thing that I have to do today is I have to sort everything for the Alberta Art Gallery. I have a bunch of stuff going there. I've been a little slow because the holidays make things a little bit slower and you just lose your motivation to do things every day. Especially being a small business owner and living in the middle of nowhere, I feel like days just disappear. Don't judge me. I feel like that's okay. I still get shit done. It's just at a different time. It's called Shiny Bank Time. But I've got some really cool planters going there. So I've got like this one going. And I have a bunch of stuff that I fired at Cone 10 in my new kiln that I built. And then I've got another video of how I built that kiln. Well, generally how we built it in the process. So I've got these ones in there. This is one of my blackberry skulls. And these are my little quails. They're my studio quails right now. Mainly because it was definitely way too cold at that like minus 40. And they're just so small and I don't want quailsicles. I try to clean it out every couple days. They like to throw around food a lot. But they're hungry right now, so I'm just gonna give them some of this. We've got all flock that I give them. And it's from a company in Red Deer, which is pretty awesome. And you can see, like, you can actually see everything that's in it, which is pretty cool. Instead of those, like, pre-pelleted grains, obviously. I mean, nothing wrong with them. I just like feeding this. We've got so many different types of birds that it's just easier to get all flock because all of the birds can eat it. And they really enjoy it. So I was supposed to build them a better shelter for in here, but I ran out of time before the snow flew, and they don't seem to complain about this way. So, and they, yeah, so friggin' cute. The quails don't care if their lid is made with cardboard. And now we give these little ones. So these ones are the oldest ones that I got. And you can see that they've got a couple of eggs in here. So cute. I'm going to change out their water, give them some fresh food, clean out their trays. And you can see I got a couple. I really like making pickled quail eggs, which is one of my favorite things. Also, making deviled eggs is pretty adorable too, because they are just like the tiniest little deviled eggs. My studio is a little bit chaotic right now. I went through the holiday season and it's kind of like a little tornado took over the whole place, and it is going to get organized, but I'll give you a quick tour anyway. So you can see over here, I've got a bit of a cluster, but so this is my glaze materials mixing area, like shelf. But right now I've got some of my screen print designs that were drying out that I have to cut and deal with. So I've got all my cone 10 glazes, some raku glazes up here, and a lot of my like cone 6 glazes. All my dry materials in my smaller bags, and then I've got bigger boxes over here. I've got my screens down here because I just screen printed a bunch of stuff. I got to bring them inside because I have no running water in here to wash those. And then temporary weird little shelf. I still have to get a bunch of different shelves for in here, but temporary weird little shelf. And then I've got my table here, which is great for glaze mixing. I love these stainless steel tables. Easy to clean off, easy to just make everything way better. But I was screen printing in here, so it kind of blew up and got a little messy. But so I'm going to clean all this up. This is my water tank that we fill up. We try to fill up on like plus days in the winter, or semi-plus days, where we can run the hose over. And then I've got these big buckets here for bigger amounts of clay, so I keep all of my like EPK and my silica, my Gersley borate, naphthalene cyanide, all that stuff in those bigger containers. Anyways, so it's cute. I like it, but it's small. It's a glaze kitchen. I can't wait to actually get this done. I just got it kind of functioning for this winter, and this summer is going to be organizing everything and making sure I know where everything is and everything's organized. But it just comes with time. And then this is my pottery making area. So I did have a mop, but I had an open house and everybody came in here with their dirty boots. And then I started packaging shit. So everything, kaboom. But the life of an artist is never the most organized. However, so I've got these smaller shelves that I ordered from Costco, and I didn't realize they were so small. So these will be somewhere else, but they're really good for now. I've got my pottery wheel here, storage, my wedging table that I got when I got my kiln. I just photographed everything and put it on my website, so I had everything laid out here. More of those screen print designs over there. And then I've got more storage I've got everything photographed and inventoried there. And then everything for the AGA is here. And then another clay drying area. Usually these are all clay drying areas, and I would have all of the other stuff boxed up and ready to take with me to markets and at shops as well. So right now I'm trying to figure out where I'm putting my inventory, where everything is going, because when it's sitting in my studio, it's not making me money. So I need to get it to shops. I need to put it on my website. I need to get everything organized. Hopefully all before I leave for Norway, which I leave for Norway on the 9th. And I would like to fire my kiln one more time. But of course, I was missing one ingredient that I need for my liner glaze, which is a Raven's Crag, which is what I use for my liner glaze. It's just Raven's Crag and water. Honestly, 50-50. It is the best liner glaze for Cone 10. For anything. I was really frustrated because I was trying to find a liner glaze for my fermentation crocks at Cone 10, and of course the simplest is always the best option, right? So yeah. And then out here I've got this nice little walkway here, and then Bonnie and Clyde are over there. They're yelling at me. Bonnie is the black cow there, and Clyde is the Holstein. Bonnie is a Holstein Black Angus cross, and she's pregnant right now. She's going to give birth in April, which I'm very excited about. But they're moody because the tractor is plugged in and warming up, so then we can give them some more hay. But over here, I've got the amazing natural gas kiln that we had built. And it's a stacking door, which is a little bit annoying, and I am a welder, so I really would like to make a door that I don't have to restack every time, because it's kind of a pain in the ass. It works. It's okay. Temporary. Cheddar, my cat, has been sleeping up here because it's nice and warm. Just gotta check for cats before firing, obviously. So I'm gonna fire that one more time before I leave. Bonnie. Clyde.